You have probably felt it before. You walk into work and something feels off. The office is designed to look modern and open, your calendar is full of meetings, your manager tracks everything you do, and no matter how hard you work, something keeps pulling you back. You tell yourself it is the salary, the benefits, the stability. But what if it is something else entirely? What if your workplace was not just built for productivity? What if it was built to control you? Not through force, not through fear, through psychology.
The same behavioral science used to keep you scrolling on your phone, the same consumer psychology used to keep you spending in a supermarket, applied to where you spend most of your waking life, your job. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on 4 psychological systems built into almost every modern workplace. And once you see them, you will never look at your office the same way again. The first system is the open office. For decades, companies told employees that open offices were about collaboration. No walls, no barriers, just people working together toward a shared goal. It sounded generous. It sounded progressive. But research tells a completely different story. A Harvard study found that open offices actually reduce face-to-face collaboration by over 70%. Employees in open offices send more emails and messages precisely because they feel too exposed to have real conversations. So if open offices do not increase collaboration, why do companies keep building them? Because open offices are not designed for collaboration. They are designed for visibility. When there are no walls, there are no hiding places. Every employee can be seen at every moment. Who is at their desk? Who is on their phone? Who arrived late? The open office is a surveillance system dressed up as a modern workspace, and it works because of a psychological principle called the panopticon effect. When people believe they are being watched, they modify their behavior automatically, even if nobody is actually watching. The feeling of visibility creates compliance without the need for direct supervision. Your company did not remove the walls to help you collaborate. They removed the walls to make you feel observed. The second system is the meeting. The average employee loses 31 hours every single month to unproductive meetings. That is almost 4 full working days every month sitting in rooms that produce almost nothing. Most people assume this is just bad management, inefficiency, poor planning. But in many organizations, unnecessary meetings are not an accident. They are a control mechanism. Meetings fragment your day into small, disconnected blocks. When your calendar is full of 1-hour meetings spread throughout the day, deep, focused work becomes almost impossible. And when employees cannot do deep work independently, they become more dependent on the group.
More dependent on their manager, more dependent on the organization. Fragmented attention creates organizational dependency, and dependency is far easier to manage than independence. There is also something else happening in meetings that most people never notice. Meetings create public commitment. When you agree to something in front of a group, the psychological pressure to follow through increases dramatically. Companies use meetings not just to share information, they use them to extract visible, social commitments from employees that are much harder to walk away from later. The third system is recognition. Employee of the month, performance bonuses, public praise from leadership. These feel like genuine rewards for genuine effort. But look more carefully and you will recognize something familiar. Points, tiers, rewards, progress tracking. This is the exact same psychological system used by Starbucks to keep you buying coffee. The same gamification mechanics used by loyalty programs to change your spending behavior. Applied directly to your career. Recognition programs are built around dopamine. When you receive public praise or a performance bonus, your brain registers a reward. And just like a loyalty program, that reward creates a desire to repeat the behavior that earned it.
Over time, employees begin optimizing their work, not for their own goals, but for whatever behavior the recognition system rewards. Your productivity becomes a game, and the company designed the rules. The most loyal employees are often the least likely to leave, not because the job is fulfilling, but because the recognition system has created an emotional investment that feels too valuable to walk away from. The fourth system is the one that keeps you longest. You have probably stayed in a job longer than you should have. Maybe the culture was difficult, maybe the work felt meaningless, but you stayed anyway, and you told yourself it was practical. The pension, the vesting schedule, the stock options that unlock in 18 months. What you were actually experiencing was the sunk cost trap.
Behavioral economists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky identified something fundamental about human psychology.
People are more motivated by the fear of losing what they already have than by the potential of gaining something new. Companies understand this deeply. That is why pension vesting schedules exist. That is why stock options have cliff periods. That is why loyalty is rewarded with benefits that only activate after years of service. Every one of these systems is designed to make leaving feel more painful than staying. The longer you stay, the more you have invested. The more you have invested, the harder it becomes to walk away, even when walking away is clearly the better decision. Your company is not keeping you with a great culture. They are keeping you with psychology. Here is what all four of these systems have in common. None of them feel like manipulation. The open office feels like a modern workspace. The meetings feel like collaboration. The recognition feels like appreciation. The benefits feel like generosity. That is what makes them so effective. The most powerful psychological systems never announce themselves. They simply shape your decisions quietly, consistently, and over a very long period of time. Understanding these systems does not mean your workplace is evil. It means you can now make clearer decisions about your career. You can recognize when visibility pressure is affecting your behavior. You can protect your deep work time from calendar fragmentation. You can separate genuine fulfillment from dopamine-driven recognition. And you can evaluate your future based on real opportunity rather than sunk cost psychology. Because the first step to making a free choice is understanding the system designed to make that choice for you. If this made you think differently about where you spend 40 hours of your week, subscribe for more videos on the hidden psychology behind everyday decisions.